Oh, yeah, it's like that, like that, like that. I told him I'd be right back, right back.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. This defense for the Pats, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 2. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready up. 17.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And they will take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Hall. Able to slither by, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. This is Smith with a grab. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Hall again. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Alert! Alert!
On third down, they're going to run for it here. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They needed a lot of yards there. They run it and come up just a little bit short.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to the defense because they didn't back off and play so loose that there was room to run. They were right there and stopped it for no gain, even in a long yardage situation.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Paul ought to give up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Holding, offense.
Come on, baby, we gotta do our job. We gotta do our job, man.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go now.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 158 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it is 28-0. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, they're deep.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, New England.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Come on, set.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable